Hello and welcome. This is Khushbu Batta and today we will learn how you can automatically pre-fill a document and send it for signature to your clients whenever you receive a response on Jotform. Now let's say you work as a part of school management and you need the parent's signature on a particular form. However, you want some fields like student's name and class to be already filled before you send it for the signature. So how will you do it? First, you can go to Jotforms, copy all the details, come back to the letter or the document that you want to send and manually fill in the details. However, this can be a time-consuming process. So, how about you try our Pabbly Smart way? Here, we will integrate Jotform with DocuSign, all using Pabbly Connect. So, whenever you receive a new response on Jotform, an automatically pre-filled form will be mailed to the parents. Come to my screen to see how we do it. To pre-fill the form data and send it to client for signature, let us first go to Pabbly's website. On the top right, you will see two options, sign up free and sign in. Since we already have an account, we will just sign in. Pabbly Connect. On the top right, you will see a create workflow button. It will ask you to name. We will simply write Jotform. Jotform to DocuSign. Since these two applications we will be using in this workflow. Okay. Now you will see two windows, trigger and action. Trigger is basically when this happens, action says do this. So for the trigger application, let us select Jotform. For the trigger event, we will select new response. Why? Because we want every time a Jotform receives a response, the pre-filled document should be sent to user for signature. Alright, here you can see a webhook URL. A webhook URL is basically a link that connects two applications. Now let us copy this and go to the Jotform where we will have to actually paste it. You can read the instructions for this. We will first go to Jotform. Here you will see settings and come to the left hand side, you will see integrations. In the search, just write webhooks. Here let us paste the URL and complete integration. Okay, it says integration is ready. So let us come back to Pabbly and you will see it is waiting for a webhook response. That means we will have to fill in a dummy form in Jotforms. So let us quickly go, and this was the registration form that I had prepared, a dummy form, student registration form. Alright, so I filled in this dummy form. You can see the student name demo dummy, that is the last name. The student belongs to class 7th. Then the student's parent's name, that is sample dummy. The parent's email, parent's contact number, and now let us submit the form. Okay, it says the form is received. Now let us go to Pabbly and see if it has received the response. Yes, you can see here the submission ID it has generated. You can see the student first name, that is demo, the last name, student's last name, dummy. You can see the student's parent's first name, sample, parent's last name, dummy, then the parent's email address, student's class, parent's contact number, and so on. So this means we have successfully integrated Jotform with Pabbly. Now on to the next step, that is the action step. We will select DocuSign. For the action event, we will select Create Signature Request. Connect the two. Add a new connection. And it says authorization successful. Okay, so now here you will have to give a few details. This account and base URI will remain the same. It has auto-detected. We will have to now select the template. So, alright, I created a few templates in the DocuSign. Here is the one you can see. Consent letter of parents. So, here what we want is, we want that whenever we receive a response from Jotforms, these details, you can see the student details, that is the student's name and class, should be filled and then it should be mailed to the parent's email address so that they can just read it and just sign it. So basically we want to pre-fill these details from Jotform response so that parents can just simply sign it without having to fill all these details again. Now let us go to Pabbly Connect and select the template required, that is consent letter for parents. Okay, it's processing. Again, the document is selected, that is this letter that we had prepared. Okay, and the template email we had already selected. The document letter is this. Now we will have to map in a few details. Email subject, if you wish to write, I want to simply write consent letter. Message, you can frame whatever you want to write. As of now, I'm going to leave it empty. Let us map in these. Recipient name. So recipient name would be the person who you are sending this to. So we will be sending this letter to the student's parents. So all right, parents name we will select, give a space. We will take the full name. Yes, here it is. Now the recipient's email address, that is the parent's email address, we will select. And here it is, the parent's email address. The role. So in the role, we will just write signer because we want parents to sign the document. The status would be sent. Name. Now here these fields would be basically these details that we want to pre-fill, to automatically be filled. That is the student details, name and class. So here let us map in student's name. Here is it, first name. Give a space. We will also take the student's last name. Here it is, you can see. Demo dummy. Class now we will select. That is class 7th. The student studies in class 7th. We have filled in these details. Now let us just save and send test request. So you can see we have received the response and it's shows the status as sent. Now let us go to the student's parents email account and see if they have received our mail. So here it is, you can see in updates, the consent letter. This was the template basically and the document that we had attached. So let us review the document and see if it is auto-filled, pre-filled or not. And here you can see these details, that is the student's name, demo dummy, class 7. These have already been auto-filled. Now the parent will just have to do a signature. I hope this video was helpful for you. I hope this video was helpful for you. For more such videos, you can subscribe to our channel on YouTube. For further queries, you can visit forum.pabbly.com and you can also check our pricing details at www.pabbly.com.